How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Airport CEO and welcome back to Belfast City Airport. Things are going surprisingly well at the moment, despite the very expensive mistakes that were made in that last episode, specifically building the medium runway facing the wrong way, and then potentially the good old catering depot is a bit of a mistake as well. At least it was a mistake, because small planes and helicopters don't actually want any catering. But that's okay, because we have some medium stands and I have a fully furnished space for the passengers for those medium aircraft. And I also built some parking lots just because I could. I don't think these are going to be all that useful. I don't know if they make money. I think I can change the operations costs somewhere. I'm fairly sure. I think it's fees, right? Yeah. So we can basically, yeah, short-term parking $10, long-term parking $200. These are both short-term parking, although this one, I think we'll have it be long-term, so that maybe some people coming through here, getting onto some of the medium planes, will be long-term passengers paying us $200. One way or another, I'm going to make some money today. That's the goal. Although in saying that, we've actually not done all that badly. I did 120,000 yesterday. I've done 59,000 today, and it's only 9 a.m. So despite the fact that I did spend so much on the misplaced medium runway and the catering thing and a few other things as well, we are making that money back, which is what I'm happy to see. It's what I'm happy to report. So without any further ado, let's open up these medium stands and hopefully get some planes through here that'll make us a fair bit more money. Although we need stair trucks. I just realized that we need stair trucks. So very, very quickly, let me get myself some stair trucks. Now we're also going to need pushback trucks. Let me get 2 of those. Let me get some stair trucks as well. And I think that's about all we're going to need, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think it's going to take too long for those guys to get here either, but what I can go ahead and do with both the stair trucks and the pushback trucks, I think, is I can basically assign them to individual stands, which is what I would like to do. We also need a procurement director. So let's go into executives and get ourselves a procurement director. The only one we have available is not very good. Oh, wait, no, we've got you. So you're absolutely hired. So that's great. Oh, hold on a minute. We did have a tutorial there briefly about some cafes, but we've already done that, which is great. Now, passengers have started to complain that they have to carry their baggage all the way to the aircraft. This is obviously not very efficient and greatly annoys your passengers. It's time to design a baggage conveyor belt system so we can transport baggage to and from the aircraft using baggage trucks. To get a working baggage system up and running, it's important to set it up properly. Continue with the next checklist to get started. We have a COO, which is great. We now need to research baggage handling, which we can absolutely do. So let's, I guess, go ahead and do that. I'm not looking forward to this, to be honest. I can do it. Baggage handling is not a problem. I just never look forward to it. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why. I've got no really good reason for not liking baggage handling, but I just don't love it. I really don't. Anyway, we have 11 administrators available. Do I want to, you know, I do actually like the idea of increased passenger spending at food and shop franchises. That seems like it would be a really good way to make a bit more money. So let's 100% get some marketing in there and we'll see if that goes well for us. And then I want to have a look at this. We have 83 flights coming in today. Some of those are going to be on medium stands, which is very exciting. We have 89 tomorrow, 90 on Tuesday, down to 83 on Wednesday, down to 76 on Thursday. So we're going to have some scheduling things to figure out here, but we do have those medium flights coming through. So we should start to see passengers showing up for those medium flights. This might actually be some of them coming off this bus already, which is 100% going to keep this space very, very busy, but that should be all right. I suppose the bottleneck in the airport, I think, is going to be security. We do have 6 desks or whatever. What is it? Security checkpoints. We do have 6 checkpoints, but I worry that they might fill up a little bit. I mean, they are, but it seems like people are getting through all right. Also looks like we are starting to see people coming down here, so we should be fine. I would imagine we'll be okay. When's the first flight due to get here? It is coming in just before, so at 2:50, 10 minutes to 3. We've got that first flight due to land, which is in about an hour's time. And there it is. It's coming in. It's touched down, which is great news. That's going to be heading around. Yep, weight class medium, waiting to enter runway. That's great. It should taxi down. It'll cut across here. It'll cover this entire distance and head down to the medium stands. There's 45 passengers on board. There's 36 waiting to board. We've got all of my guys coming out to help with things, and I'm realizing I'm gonna need to get myself a few more ramp agents, actually. So hire you, and you, and that'll be great. We probably won't need too much else in here, which is fine, but I do want to look at my vehicles because as it stands, I want to assign you to this stand. I want to assign you to that stand. So there's always going to be a pushback truck available. And then for transit, I want to assign you to this stand and you to that stand as well. So we always have a stair truck available as well. That way we're not waiting for these guys to head out here. And there we go. I mean, they're coming in, they're lining up already, which is fantastic. We have the stair trucks down here. I don't know. I mean, some medium planes, I guess, can have 2 sets of stairs, but I don't think we need to worry about that. We've also got catering coming out, which is amazing news. So finally, those trucks have some purpose. And now that I think about it, we do still have 3 catering trucks. I might want to get rid of one of those. I don't think we're ever going to need 3 of them. Even if I double the number of medium stands that we have, I just don't think it's going to be necessary. Although, speaking of medium stands, when's the next plane coming in? It is landing at 1840, followed by 1945. We've got a Goose Wings. What plane is it? A Q300 and an ATR 72. I don't know what either of those are. I'm not going to lie. We have a Fokker 70 coming in a little bit later on, just shy of midnight. We've got a CRJ 700. I think I know what that is. We've got an E190. I think I know what that is as well. We've got a B737, so that's a 737-800. Finally, one that I'm confidently able to say that I know what that is. I don't know planes. I don't know planes. I don't. I wish I knew more about planes, but I just, yeah, it's like, you know what? It doesn't matter. Have I got any contracts I can accept here? We actually do. We absolutely do. Let's filter by airlines because we're getting a lot of offers from a lot more airlines, which is very exciting. Good Lord. So OK Air is offering a bunch of medium planes. We'll take that. We have Siberian Airlines with a bunch of planes as well. We have Skyfly. I'm just going to accept the 4-star ones right now, I think. We could do Crown Airlines as well. They're a 4-star, which is some A320s and A319s. We'll grab those. We have Atom Air as well. We have Olympus Organization. We have Yuri Air. You know what? I'm just going to take all of them. I'm just going to take all of them because that way we're guaranteed to have a whole bunch of medium aircraft coming through. And I'm almost wondering if I should just go ahead and expand this with some I think I might just have to expand this with some road stands. I think that's kind of where I'm at with this. Although I do want to see, so you're heading out, which means the next plane's actually not even here. Is that? I think that's the next one, which is fine. So yeah, you're coming through. We should have the next one landing any second as well. I think, is that it? Yeah, that's a Stripe airplane. Okay. Okay. And is security doing okay? I mean, there's a lot of people in the check-in space, but it seems like security's doing all right. So I think it's fair to say I was right in saying that we can absolutely handle the one medium stand. I think I was right to say that we can handle 2 medium stands. I guess the question now is, can I handle 4 of them? And that's that's gonna be the tricky part. This is what stand are you going to? I would imagine this is the 2031, so that's got to be a medium flight, right? That's got to be. Oh man. I'm not looking forward to baggage handling. I'm really not. That's the next step with all of this as well. And we're pretty close to getting it done. So yeah, that's going to be a whole thing. I'll tell you what, give me program group 3, because that's going to let me boost a whole bunch of things, which will be very important. We also have the trailer trucks, which is great. I don't know that we need the floor construction permit yet. Structural engineering is just concrete, which I think has a lower maintenance cost. So that might be a way to save money if we start upgrading things to concrete. So I guess we'll give that a shot and see how it goes. And then looking at marketing, how are we doing? We have a 28% increase in passenger spending at food and shop franchises. That is kind of perfect. This place is 736 sales of 125 today. So it's going well, basically, is what that means. That's very good. 153 out of 30, 88 out of 35. We've got 0 out of, oh, that's because this place it's about to close, I think. This is something I forgot to mention, by the way. I added some more chairs to this place just because I want to make sure it can do as much business as is humanly possible. So we've got that going for us. So look at you. I'm so happy about this. I'm really happy that the airport's doing okay and actually making money. That's really surprising. Looking at the economy, we did 176,000 yesterday. So, and that's with buying some trucks. So I think I'm okay to get more medium stands. I'm pressing all of the wrong buttons right now, but I think we're gonna need medium hangars as well now that I think about it. Oh, that might complicate things. I could. So my thinking is, can I fit it in here? No, that's really unfortunate. I could put it up here, I suppose. I'd need to get some road connections to it, but I think that's probably where the hangar is going to go, somewhere like here. Yeah, I think the medium hangar just sort of out of the way is the safest bet. And then for medium stands, I mean, oh, they don't line up all that nicely, but you know what? One there and one there, and I could do more. I could get like 2 more right there and have them all be remote, but I'm gonna behave because I don't know that we have the infrastructure for it in terms of security. So we're gonna hold off. And I might also do this just to cut across here. That seems like it would be a good idea. This can also follow up to here, which is necessary. Can I? Yeah, I could still get 2 stands in there if I wanted to. I don't know that I want to, but if I wanted to, I could get more medium stands in there. So that'll be fine. I just need to figure out, I realize I'm building these without any idea of how or where I'm going to do the shuttle bus stops. I guess here we build like a little bit of terminal down this way and do a couple of bus stops. I could just use 1 bus stop, but that might be a really bad idea. That might be a really bad idea. now that I think about it, that could be the worst idea that I could possibly do, is not having enough bus stops. It would give me more space for passengers though. I could put like a passenger space down here and some bathrooms as well. We do have bathrooms in here, but I don't know. I think I might have to chance this. I think I might have to get a little bit cheeky with this. And I'm just going to do them here and here. I'm going to go in, take out all of that fence. And then this is going to be our this is not going to be enough space, but we need to do it. I need the medium flights to come in, you know? I need the I need to do this. I'm also thinking up here could be another space for some service cars. So let me get those going as well. We've got the service car stops right here. And this will be fine. This is actually going to be really similar to what we did over here. So we'll do a couple of service car stops, something like this. We need to take out this window. We'll get a little door and a crosswalk, and that'll be perfect. So we can actually get the crosswalk right now. It's going to live right about here. And yeah, that'll be perfect. Oh, that's good. Okay. I feel a little bit better about this now. It's like this lined up really nicely. So I feel a little bit more confident. I don't know if I should feel confident, but I do. And I might live to that confidence might be misplaced. I'm quite confident in saying that it's probably misplaced. So I guess when it comes to the boarding areas down here, I'm gonna have to go a little bit smaller than I'd like. I have 4 self-boarding gates for these stands. It's gonna be 2 for the buses, which is hopefully gonna be okay. And then my hoping is that people will get off the buses and sort of come through here rather than cutting through the boarding space, but we'll see if that ends up working. I'm also wondering if it would be worth just sort of extending this down this way and then doing something similar. So what distance are you? You are 120. That is 120 right there. So that's 120. I could sort of do this. I think I'm just going to cap it off like that though. So this side's a little bit longer. So you kind of filter through. You go through here, you get on the bus, you filter around this way, you go through, you get on the bus, and that'll be all right. And then in terms of seating, I mean, we're a little bit limited. I've been playing around with this a little bit, obviously between episodes to build this, that, and the other. And I've started getting a headache from the bright red flash that comes up every time you try to place certain things. And I'm going to have to look around and see if there's any mods to disable that, because it's really uncomfortable just kind of being flashed with this just stupid bright red screen anytime you want to do certain things. It doesn't sound like a big deal, but that's just, it's so much. It really is, especially if I like open it here. Like, if you're watching this in a dark room or on a TV in a dark room, I apologize. I'm sorry, but it's a lot. It really is. Maybe I've just got, I probably do have sensitive eyes. That's like, I've gotten so used to sort of sitting in a dimly lit office playing video games that I probably do legitimately have sort of sensitive eyes for this kind of thing. But yeah, it's rough, man. It is definitely rough. I don't love it. Like that again, it's so unnecessary. It's so unnecessary, but whatever. I think this is honestly a better layout than I was expecting for all of this. Not gonna lie. Also really surprised that these are up and running already. That's it was easier than I thought it would be. All right. Can I connect you to this guy and connect you to that as well? I want to connect you to that one and you to that one. And then you are going to be connected to, how do I connect these around? I think I just have to go to the stand and then you also go to that stand. And then you guys also head out to this stand and you also head out to this stand. So that should allow these to function once they have service cars, which they currently don't. So connect you to that's not it. That's the service car right there. So connect you to that service car stand and connect you to that service car stand. Now I might need more service cars and I'm probably going to need more buses. So let's see, what way do I want to do this? Purchase vehicles. Let's do 2 more service cars, 2 more buses, and that'll hopefully be enough and that'll hopefully be all right. These guys are not up and running. There we go. So open you and open you. And so that doubles our capacity for medium aircraft, which is fantastic news. We've got the new service cars coming in. We've got the new buses coming in. I'm pretty sure, at least we should in a moment. And I'm wondering, can I assign, if I look at my own overview, so I have these service cars, can I assign them? No. That's unfortunate, but that's all right. Can I assign the buses? Baggage, emergency. What am I looking for here? Transit. Yeah, transit. Can I assign you to a stand? Oh, I can. Oh, the temptation to assign some buses to individual stands is suddenly very high. I am not against that idea. That's a lot of buses to have to assign. So how many remote stands have I got? 6 down here, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14. There's zero need for me to have 14 buses though. I think that might be excessive. That really might be excessive. Maybe, I don't know, these guys can be sort of assigned since we kind of brought them in intentionally and kind of deliberately. The stair trucks are going to need to be brought in again. We're going to need more of those. And we are also going to need, so the service cars are here, the pushback trucks. We need 2 of those as well. So we'll assign the stair trucks. We'll assign the pushback trucks. We'll keep 2 buses out here just because these are kind of like priorities, right? We want to make sure that these guys are doing their best, and that'll be fine. That'll totally be okay. So looking into my own vehicles, we want to go to aircraft. You guys are going to be assigned to this stand and to this stand. And then for the rest of this, I want my stair trucks. You are currently not assigned, so you're going here. And then if I look at my other stair trucks, we only have 1 not assigned. You're going here. And so that should put us in a pretty good spot. We have the stair truck, we have the bus, we have the pushback. We should end up with the same thing down here, which we absolutely do, which is great. And so looking into the flight planner, we suddenly have, yeah, we've got how many passengers? 50 coming in. That's great. We've got 85 and 94. Oh, this is where security is going to start struggling. This is where it's going to get bad, because security looked to be a little bit busy there for a moment. I'm a little apprehensive. I'm also concerned that there might not be enough seating down here all of a sudden, but you know what? We ball. That's the attitude I'm taking with this airport now, is we just go for it and see what happens. So we do have a remote flight that's come in here. We have all these passengers doing exactly what I wanted them to do. They're cutting through here. I hate this. This is something that not every airport does this. I know some airports, I think Heathrow's hit and miss on whether it does this. Basically, when you get off the plane, sometimes you're sort of funneled through a space where you don't go into the departures area, but then other times you do. I think Heathrow has like different terminals, have different rules and stuff like that. But again, to refer to the airport that I talk about a lot, Copenhagen, for example, is if you're going out to get on a plane, you're going into departures. If you're getting off a plane, you kind of go and like mix with all those people. All the restaurants and shops that I like in that airport, I could visit them when I'm arriving to that airport, or I can visit them on the way out of that airport. It's kind of cool. Some airports don't do that. Some airports have, even from the gate, there are airports that will like bring you through and then take you a very specific, you go through one door and that cuts straight to the arrivals area. You go through another door and that's your departures area. So that's the people that are getting on the plane after you've got off of it. Some airports do this though, where like you get off the plane and you do this weird like walk of shame past the line of people waiting to get on the plane you've just gotten off of. And I can't explain what about it is exactly like a walk of shame, but there's just this, it's just a feeling. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but you just walk past them and you're kind of like, your head's down a little bit and you're like, oh man, enjoy that flight. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know where that feeling comes from, but it's definitely there. It's definitely a thing. What are you? What is that? TU-104? That's one of the vintage planes, I'm pretty sure. It's also huge. Good Lord. It's a great looking plane. I also wonder, it does look like it has a door back here, so I'd have to imagine there's probably mechanically one on this side. I could probably put 2 stair trucks on this stand, but I don't know that I need to. How many people were coming in here? 76. You're 54. You're 59. Where's the, there was one with 90, right? Or was I just imagining that? 76, 54, 85. Yeah, it's this one that's just arrived, the Skyfly one. There's 50, oh, there's only 54 people on it. You know what? It doesn't matter. This part of the airport is still ridiculously busy. The helicopter's going overhead. It's so cool. I love that. It's such a cool touch. Oh my God. What is going on in here? This is a little bit unexpected. I'm not gonna lie. How are you doing in terms of sales today? 1,389 and climbing out of a desired 125. Okay. All right. we might want to make that shop a little bit better and a little bit bigger, because I might have to, I'm just gonna have to move this staff room, I think, and build another shop. I think that's kind of the angle that I'm gonna have to take here, I think, is just build another shop. Maybe just build another shop in this entire space and then move the bathroom over here, because the check-in area is fine. I think I genuinely think I'm gonna have to do that. This was gonna be the baggage space, but I'll tell you what, let me just build another staff room back here. I don't need to have 2 separate staff rooms, but it's kind of cool, so that's what we'll do. So staff room right here, that'll be fine. That's all a staff only. This all needs to be staff only. This entire area back here, there should not be who are you? Okay, that's an employee, that's fine. So that'll be all right. Let's change the carpet in the staff room to be, I kind of like this one. I think this one's kind of cool. It blends in a little bit too much with the wood though, so maybe, I don't know, what about like a dark gray? Very corporate. Oh, that is very corporate looking, isn't it? It's kind of perfect though. That's kind of what I'm going for. So we'll go with the corporate approach. We'll put these guys here, and then I will just go ahead and copy a few more of them. So we'll do this, rotate them around, 1, 2, 3. That's totally fine. Give me some couches as well. So 1 and 2. And that's basically another staff room. So this one down here is going to go away because I don't want it anymore. I'm going to bulldoze everything in that space. And then this bathroom is it's being overrun a little bit. We might have to, oh my God. I might have overdone it. Security can handle it fine, apparently. Yeah, I might have overdone it. I might have got a little bit too ambitious here. Can I do anything about this? Is this is fixable? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we'll do this. And we'll do this. And then we'll go and copy these guys and put them here and here. Bulldoze these parts and bulldoze those parts as well. And that should be fine. Yeah, we can totally do that. I don't know if that's gonna be enough seating for all the new people, but it's more than they have right now. So that seems like a positive, right? I just hope it's enough. That's kind of where I'm at. We definitely don't have a big enough bathroom. That's something I'm gonna have to address. But for the time being, I think we'll be all right. I think it'll manage. People can, I don't want to say people can hold it. I'll be honest with you. There's been many a flight. There's been, I wouldn't say many a time actually, because that, there's been times here and there where I've gotten on a flight after having some food in an airport and thought to myself, man, I really shouldn't have had that. I really hope this flight's quick, because I refuse to use airplane bathrooms. And wait, was refused to leave without ramp agents because why? What was that alert? Had to leave without ramp agents because, show me the alert. What did it say? Ramp agents on board. Consider building a ramp agent staff room closer to the service car stops. Oh, yeah, that's probably not a terrible idea, especially since my staff rooms are here and here. I don't know where I'd build one though. I guess maybe this space could be turned into a corridor and we could do a staff room down here. That seems silly, but you know what? I'm gonna do it because that's about the only thing I'm gonna do with that space. So we might as well just turn that into like a staff space with some windows to be kind of interesting looking. So let's do this and this. We'll do some windows on that side as well. And I'm actually kind of here for this. I've got absolutely nothing else I could do with this space anyway, so we'll put some windows on it. We got ourselves a nice window sort of down here and up here and maybe in the middle of the room as well. Yeah, I'm kind of on board for this. Let's get ourselves a nice medium door here and at this end as well. This can be, I guess we'll use the light wood floor for this just to be a bit different. This is kind of like the premium staff room, I guess. And we'll do sort of light wood flooring in the entire thing. We'll set it up as a staff room, obviously. And then the entire corridor is staff only. And then this particular staff room is going to be cleared and it's only going to be ramp agents. And then maybe because this doesn't need ramp agents and ramp agents only do stuff in the secure spaces, ramp agents don't go into these staff rooms. That seems like it makes sense to me. I don't know if it actually makes sense, but I'm kind of here for it. And you know, I think that's pretty cool. I don't know if it'd be nice to be in there because you're just surrounded by buses constantly, and that might be loud or really unpleasant just seeing a bus sort of barreling down the road straight towards the building that you're in, but I mean, if the ramp agents use it, that'll be great. Now, speaking of other little projects that I'm working on, I want to come down here and I'm going to extend this little bit of wall and put a new door here. So instead of the 4-tile door, we're going with the 2-tile door, because what I can do is extend this guy out, and this is basically going to be space for another shop, is my thinking. So we'll do something like that. We'll go in and get ourselves, I mean, I don't know if I want that many shops in the front part of the airport. I don't know if that's a good idea. We could do a restaurant, like a little cafe. I don't want to do anything too crazy here, but a cafe before you check in can sometimes be nice. I recently, I don't know what airport I went through, but there was one airport I went through and I was there a few hours before I could even check in, and there was like nothing to do. There was maybe a WH Smith or something where I could buy a book and that would maybe, you know, some snacks, but a nice little cafe to sit down in would have been great. So let's see what the options are. We can't get La Franche. Can we get Swift Veg? That doesn't sound like a cafe though. We can get Bell Beer. We're getting Bell. Oh, it's Bell Beer. 100% Bell Beer. It's Belfast City Airport. Bell 100%. Absolutely. It writes itself. Let's. I'm getting a little bit carried away with this. We'll go for the nice sort of darker floor in there. And what does Bell Beer want? They want display fridges and cafe counters. Now, it doesn't sound like it's gonna be a cafe, but I'll trust that it will be. So the cafe counters, that's the cashier's counters. I think they want 2 of them. So I'm kind of looking at this space and thinking right about here. Just sort of in the middle of everything might be the way to go. I could do them here as well, which might be the better shout. I could do 4 of them. You know what? I'm going to do 4 of them. There's a lot of, do I have room? Yeah, I've got room for 4 of them. There's a lot of people that are coming through here. So we'll do something like this, and that'll be like a staff only space. Again, kind of similar to what we did with the cafe. So we'll have a lot of options. And then we're going to have the display fridges, which can be 1, not there, 1, 2. We could do 3, 4. That's really all we need. That's the requirements met. We'll do them down here as well, just to fill out the spaces. And then I want seating. I don't know if people are actually going to use the seating in here, but I want seating. So let's do 1 there. We'll not do this. Well, actually, you know what? We will do the square table. We don't want to get too fancy here. So a couple of square tables. And I suppose we'll just do 4 of them. And that'll be all right. I think 4 is a decent number for a place that might not actually function as a cafe. So we'll see if this works, because it might, these might not get used at all. I'm gonna do here as well. That no, that's a little bit much. We'll just do the 4 for now. We'll do that kind of setup and it'll be all right. I do want some decorations in here. I want to get myself some, whatever those were, palm trees, a little palm leaf bush things, and that'll be all right. And then Bell Beer, you are coming in. We're hopefully gonna get this place up and going in no time at all, as soon as everything's built, obviously. And then for colors, I mean, I don't know. maybe this sort of lime green that we used for catering on the chairs. I don't know, maybe the yellow actually is what we'll go for there. I think that's a little bit better looking. It's kind of hard to tell with the blueprint thing over it, but we'll find out. And you know what? People are coming in here and they are starting to use the chairs. So I'm suddenly inclined to think that I can do a little bit of a redesign here to make this all a little bit better. So we're going to take a lot of stuff out. And what I'd like to do is something a little bit like this. Now, this isn't necessarily the best layout, but if I was to take out these display fridges down at the bottom, I can get a lot more chairs in here. But at the very least, this is adding another 2 tables to the place, which is better than nothing, I suppose. I think I'm kind of okay with that. It does seem a little bit cramped, I'm not gonna lie, but I think that's what we're gonna go for, and I think that'll be fine. I'd also like to get a little bit of a different floor in here for the staff. I think something like that looks pretty cool, just to change it up a little bit. And hopefully that's going to be popular. Hopefully it's going to be as popular as this place, which is up to almost 1,000 sales today again, which is great. Rent and sales revenue, 163,000. Not bad. I don't imagine they're going to be complaining about that. And I think what we can also do is expand the bathroom just a little bit, because it definitely needs it. So let's take this wall out of here. We can add another 4 cubicles to the place, which is, I mean, I don't think that's going to be enough by any means, but it's better than nothing. I also have to get rid of this wall to actually place the bathroom in here again, because it doesn't like it when you put a room on top of a wall, but then you can just build the wall in the room and everything's fine. So basically what I need to do is wait for them to come in and bulldoze this thing, and then select the bathroom, delete the bathroom, and then immediately replace the bathroom, and then just get it working again. So it's like nothing at all happened. We'll go ahead and update the floor while we're here, and then all I have to do is come through with this guy, and I think that'll be fine. We can get ourselves another couple of stalls here and here and there and there. We can get ourselves another set of hand dryers, which honestly I don't know if we need 8 of those, but we'll do it. And that's at least a little bit of an improvement to the current setup. It might not be a bad idea to extend this store down a little bit as well, just to give it some more room. But my hope at the very least, this place is already at 342 out of 135 today. So Bell Beer is an instant hit, which is fantastic news. The seats are all full, but we aren't seeing too many people sort of stood around just waiting anymore. So check-in is doing fine. The stores are doing fine. The little restaurant over here is doing great sales. Same with these guys, not crazy popular, but still making money. We don't have anyone in this new staff room, which is completely fine. I don't think the ramp agent's going to have all that much time to sort of sit around and wait for things anyway, so that's probably fair enough. This would be such a nightmare to walk through. Just with all of the bags sitting there, because they have to take their bags to the plane themselves. We really do need to get baggage handling, which, yeah, we need to build a baggage bay now, which I didn't think about. I mean, the baggage bay is where the baggage cars go, so we could build it out here, I guess, and then this will be the actual, wait. Yeah. So I did completely forget about the fact that we can't use this for baggage handling. We could use it for security, actually, that's a lie. I can totally use this space for baggage security, and then we build the baggage bay out here. But I'll tell you what I'd like to do just before we wrap things up for today, because I do think the baggage handling stuff can be something for the next episode. What I'd like to do is get myself some cabin cleaning trucks, and I think we can do 2 of them. We'll bring those guys in, and we can pretty much immediately start offering cabin cleaning services, which we do need the truck to do that. So we'll speed things up. We are above $1 million again, which is also some amazing news. This bathroom, man, that bathroom would be awful. That would not be a nice place. There's nothing nice about that. There's nothing about that bathroom there's no redeeming factors of that there's not really redeeming factors of bathrooms in general, to be quite honest with you, but that would not be pleasant. Anyway, we have the cabin cleaning trucks. They're a nice sort of yellow color. Can I repaint you? No. Okay, well, that's fair enough. Let me get myself, oh, we get concrete now. And I was right. It's more expensive to build, but the upkeep is lower. So I think I am gonna, since we're above 1 million, I think I am gonna go around and just replace, okay, so I can't replace those ones. That's fine. I'm gonna replace a bunch of the roads. It's more expensive immediately, but then it obviously does drop down because of the general upkeep cost, right? So we're spending more up front to spend less long term, and I'm kind of okay with that. That's hopefully going to be good for the airport. It's just going to be a bit of a pain and kind of expensive to go around and do everything that I've got to do here. We are back down below 1 million, but we'll get back up there in no time at all, I'm sure. Let's just you know, wishful thinking and all that, right? That's what we're looking for. So that is every road that I can currently change. Can I upgrade you to concrete? Yeah, so it's more durable, which is fine. So we'll upgrade all of the medium stands to concrete, which I think, let me have a little bit of a look at the medium stands actually. So let's see, aircraft stand medium. So the vintage one is 50,000 to build, 250 to operate. The asphalt one is 75,000 and 166 to operate. This one is 100,000, but 142 to operate. So the operating costs are going to go down. So long term, this should be good, right? That's the idea. And it's a similar idea with the taxiways. It is $100 more per tile, but you're saving 10 cents per tile in running fees. So 106,000 to upgrade all of these guys. That is a ridiculous amount of money. It's so much money to do this. But again, the idea is that we're thinking long term, and that if this works out nicely, you know, we've just basically spent $750,000 almost in all of this, but the hope is that this will be beneficial. We could convert this to concrete as well for 50,000. I don't necessarily want to do that. These guys are going to go to concrete though, because it looks a little bit silly having the taxiways the way they are right now. So upgrade all of you. And I really don't want to spend all of my money, but it all adds up. It has to, right? That's what you keep hearing when, you know, anytime someone's kind of explaining like saving money, people are always like, it all adds up. It all adds up. So that's kind of what I'm banking on here, is the idea that all of this concrete is going to add up and give me some pretty massive savings. And if it doesn't, I'm going to be kind of annoyed, but you know, I'm going to assume that it'll be fine. Anyway, let's have a look at operations. Let's enable aircraft cabin cleaning, which seems like a good idea. Let me also, how much is it to upgrade you? It is 10,000 per. I'm kind of okay with that for these stands at the very least. I'm not going to upgrade the rest of them right now because I do think we need to save some money, or I could upgrade the rest of them and then just, you know, let the game run for an hour between this episode and the next, which honestly, that sounds like a great idea. Because I want my savings, man. I want my savings. Oh, so I just realized this was never set as a secure zone, so none of my ramp agents were going to be going in here, which means none of my ramp agents had any staff rooms for a little while there, which is a bit of a problem. But now they're coming through, which is great, so they can chill out in their new staff room and then head out to the cars whenever they want to. So that's good. That's got us in a good spot. We're already making money, which is fantastic news. We've got all of these huge planes. That's an A321 right there, which is great news. We have a 737-800 right there, which does have some back doors. So again, I could probably get some other stair trucks here, which has me thinking actually. And I was gonna wrap things up. I know I was gonna wrap things up. I was planning on wrapping things up, but I'm gonna get 2 more stair trucks and just let them sort of float around and not assign them anywhere specific, because I'm kind of wondering if that means that we might see an extra stair truck be brought into the airport to deal with some of the bigger planes, which might let people off the plane a little bit quicker, which would be good. That would definitely be a good thing. Also, you might be wondering why I've not upgraded the runways. This one's 50,000 upgrade. This one's 125,000. Now, in saying that, and in the spirit of letting the game run for a little bit, I think they build some approach light. Oh wait, no, they cover up. No, never mind. They cover up the thing. Let me build some approach lights right about here, because that seems reasonable. And I'm going to convert you to concrete, because obviously very expensive to do. But again, the upkeep fees are less, right? That's the goal here. So we're down to $21,000, but we have now got, other than a few patches that I paved over myself, we now have an entirely concrete airport, which means that the upkeep fees for everything should be so much less. Anyway, we have 106 flights coming in today. We have 104 tomorrow, 101 on Friday, 100 on Saturday, and 96 on Sunday. Those numbers, I'm sure, will change a little bit here and there. Although in saying that, it does look like the helicopters are mostly busy. They could be busier though, but that's good. Our airport is basically maxed out. We have room for 2 more remote medium stands if I really want them. And arguably, I could get more over here as well. We could just have a massive field of remote medium stands, but that's not really what I want to do. I would like to get a bunch of money together, so the game is probably going to run for like an hour or two between this episode and the next. It'll make some small changes here and there, but the goal, essentially, is to get enough money to start doing more things. We do need to get baggage, so that's something we can do in the next episode as well. And I think that's going to sort of fill in this space, which I'm completely okay with. That's kind of the perfect spot for it, I think, because it means, again, I can expand into this area without interruption. I can expand out here if I really want to, which I don't really want to, but that's good. We can get ourselves 2 more of the medium stands. I think the airport will manage. I think. I think. We'll see. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, everybody. It has been an absolute pleasure as always. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.